lives. My keyboard has been not loaded on the flight and we are waiting at the other airport 6 hours. फिर वो आया तो सीधा जाके शो बजाया without sound check on the keyboard.
Hi to all the lovely viewers out there. This is Mahi from 91.1 Radio City. And with us today at Radio City Indie, we have Himonshu Parikh. अदालत देती है तारीख पे तारीख, तारीख पे तारीख. हमारे साथ है हिमांशु पारेख. Welcome, Himanshu.
Hi. Thank you.
It's great to have you, man. And first of all, Himanshu, I would like to congratulate you on your debut. And I just heard the song, man. Amazing. I have to tell you, Katputli Ke Dhaage.
Thank you so much.
Katputli Ke Dhaage. Fabulously come out. Solo debut starting में ही आपने तो century मार लिया यार.
नहीं, this is just the beginning.
Acha. So Himanshu, I just went through your song, man. It's amazing. I have to tell you firstly. And the other thing is, Katputli Ke Dhaage. Everyone, it relates to everybody's life, you know, as far as I've seen the song. मेरे जिंदगी में जो कठपुतली के धागे या कठपुतली के धागे हैं, it is my responsibility.
Right.
जो हमारे shoulders पे responsibility रहते हैं, इसे लेकर हम अपनी जगह जाना शुरू कर देते हैं. We leave out our friends, we leave out our family, and it's been portrayed beautifully. I have to tell you, Himanshu, kudos to you, man. Kudos.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you like it.
And abhi you have to tell me, Himanshu, ye jo thought hai Katputli Ke Dhaage, to compare your life and your responsibilities with all these Katputli Ke Dhaage, how did it come across, man? You have to have some reference or some incident, right?
Honestly, ऐसा reference or incident तो नहीं है. I just think it is such a feeling which we all go through, you know, of just having to leave home for something which you have to do. It is, it's not necessarily कि मतलब यार मुझे नहीं जाना है, मतलब कुछ है 10 साल से मैं रुका हूँ, ये जॉब मुझे मिलेगा, या 10 साल से मैं रुका हूँ, मुझे ये मास्टर्स डिग्री करना है, MBA करना है, मैं पढ़ने जा रहा हूँ, पढ़ने जा रही हूँ. बट वो जाने के टाइम एक वो थोड़ा रहता है कि यार मैं किसी को छोड़ के जा रहा हूँ पीछे, you know. And I feel like especially around me, so many people are working from away from their homes, and we all know hundreds of people who are not living at home, they're working outside away from their families. You know, trying to make their lives work. There are people who are studying abroad for years away from their parents, from their best friends, from their lovers. Just seeing all this just made me feel that, you know, and I just felt like how sometimes like destiny and fate, we all follow along this path और हम लोग खुशी जाते हैं. हाँ, लेकिन वो this is just that one moment कि हम कुछ miss कर रहे हैं, कि किसी को miss कर रहे हैं. And it's just that kind of reassurance that our love is so true that no matter what happens, जितना भी दूर हम चले जाए, लेकिन हम मिलेंगे जरूर, and we will always be together. You know, so that was just the emotion behind it.
Just a couple of hours back, you know, I literally refreshed all my childhood days or my, you know, primary schooling days. Usually हमारे में ना, it's like, you know, my parents, they were working for central government and उनका transfer हो रहा था. तो हमको एक नहीं, दो नहीं, 3-4 स्कूल ऐसे छोड़ के दूसरे स्कूल ज्वाइन करना पड़ता था. So we missed all those friends and, you know, जैसे कि it was so relating. And now Himanshu, you have to tell me, what's your pet? What's your favorite pet, यार?
My favorite pet?
Yeah. बिल्ली होगा, ये तो मैं जानता हूँ.
हाँ, I know. I actually have pet birds at home, and I'm actually very fond of dogs. I don't have a dog at home yet, but we've been discussing getting one for a while actually.
अच्छा, जैसे कि मैंने अभी वीडियो में देखा, I could see a cat and a bird and a beautiful relationship between these two characters. तो cat के साथ मतलब, you know, you like cats, or like how's it?
I do like cats, but the animator of the video, the one who's conceptualized and animated the video, Hariom Verma, he is a out cat person. मतलब आप उसकी Instagram देखोगे तो रोज cats के photos, उसके खुद के cats और वो cats के drawing, तो this whole concept of the video also was his idea. To be honest, मैंने उसको गाने के पीछे emotion समझाया कि this is the emotion. और उसका his first thing was, is it necessary कि human beings कोई दिखाओ? मैंने बोला बिल्कुल नहीं. अच्छा. Emotion should come now, whether it's, you know, it's the relationship or the friendship, whether it's a cat or it's any other person, the emotion comes so beautifully, और उसने बहुत अच्छे से किया पूरा. So that's his concept actually.
बिल्कुल. ये जो रोमांचन बोलते हैं ना, रोमांचन शब्द का वहाँ पे definition हमको देखने मिला once watching that beautiful animation as well, and beautifully music भी बहुत अच्छे से render हो चुका है, and beautifully sung by your mate Anumita Nadison. Yeah, she's done a great job also with
he has such an enchanting voice. तो उसकी कुछ अलग ही आवाज है. आपको पता है, it's actually very interesting, लेकिन हम लोग कभी मिले नहीं है गाना बनाने के टाइम. हमारी फिर तो मेरा जो I have a band called the Yellow Diary.
Acha, yeah.
So basically, that is my main thing. Like we founded this band a few years back, and this year we released a song called Rose Rose in Jan,
Acha, great, yeah.
Feb. And Anumita actually did a really beautiful cover of it on Instagram. So then I messaged her and I said, "Ki, wow, I love your voice." And she said, "Oh, I'm also a big fan of TYD." And I said, "Oh, okay, are you doing any original stuff?" She said, "Ki, haan, I am planning to and all." So I said, "Okay, I'll be in touch. Kuch aayega man mein to." And the same day, I was sitting at home and I was actually at my keyboard, and this is the riff that came to my head. I thought of this riff and I was writing the song on it, and I was like, "Yeah, Anumita's voice will sound amazing on the hook of the song." So then I reached out to her on Instagram. उन्हें phone number भी नहीं था मेरे पास उसका. And Instagram पे बातें हुई, and then we connected on WhatsApp. I sent her the tune, the track, and then she sent a voice sample back. And then she recorded in her hometown, sent me vocal files, और गाना Warner को sign हो गया. It got released, and we had still never met. So it was completely a modern day technology built song, so it's really interesting.
So where is this girl Anumita Nadison from? Where is she from basically?
She's from Trivandrum, I believe.
Acha. She's from Trivandrum. You from Mumbai. Haven't met yet.
No, so I don't know how much liberty I have to speak of it, but there's something else that we are working with, for which we ended up meeting, but it wasn't this song. So we met many months after this song was completed. Actually.
Sounds very interesting, although. So Himonshu, I have to tell you, your combination has worked out really well, and we're looking forward for more such tracks from your combination also. So Himonshu, how this all Zoom started with respect to music? हमको कोई field में जाना रहता है, we always have some inspiration, or we get motivated from some stuff or some instance. तो आपके साथ कैसा हुआ ये? मतलब, how was it with you?
Since I was a child, actually, I was inclined towards music. तो मेरे भाई को कीबोर्ड क्लासेस में डाल दिए तो उसको बहुत बोर होता था, लेकिन मैं वहाँ खड़े खड़े सीख लेता था साइड में खड़े खड़े, एंड टीवी पे कुछ जिंगल सुन लिया था, कम एंड प्लेड ऑन हिज कीबोर्ड. सो माय पेरेंट्स रियलाइज कि इसको इंटरेस्ट है, लेकिन मेरी इंटरेस्ट कोई भी चीज में 2 महीने से ज्यादा मेरी टिकती नहीं थी. सो लाइक स्पोर्ट्स करना है 2 महीने में छोड़ दिया, स्केटिंग करना है 2 महीने में छोड़ दिया. तो मैंने कि म्यूजिक का भी ऐसे ही होने वाला है इसका. बट इट समहाउ स्टक, लाइक द इंटरेस्ट स्टक. मतलब साल निकल गए एंड आई वाज स्टिल इनटू म्यूजिक. सो जैसे चलो ठीक है, तुम learn some music. So that's how I started as a kid. I learned for a few years. Then I did the normal thing, I had to do my graduation and get my degree. So I became an engineer. And so I'm actually a manufacturing engineer, like a production engineer.
You know what? I'm an electrical engineer as well.
Oh wow!
Where we have landed.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. ये हमारी देश की दुर्भाग्यवश बोल सकते हैं या सौभाग्यवश बोल सकते हैं, लेकिन हर कोई पहले इंजीनियर बनता है, बाद में सोचता है क्या बनना है जिंदगी में.
Yeah, correct. It's about having that degree and having that safety. And for my parents, they were like, we don't know anyone in this industry, और मतलब पता नहीं क्या है, तो एक डिग्री तो होना चाहिए ताकि कुछ तो कर पाए लाइफ में. So but they were very supportive, and by my 3rd year I was like, no, I wanted to get into music. मुझे करना है. So I finished my graduation. I took the leap of faith, and my parents were very supportive. They said, "Tu kar, it's fine. You follow your passion," and I'm very blessed to have that. And that happened after my engineering, and I haven't looked back ever since.
Beautiful, yaar. So pehle how were the starting phases of your music career, yaar? How were the starting phases? Sometimes it happens, like we get demotivated with whatever we're doing. We start getting a feeling like we chose a wrong path. We start getting such feelings. आपको भी ऐसा कोई feeling हुआ था या मतलब how was your starting phases of music?
Starting mein, my only thing was to get knowledge, honestly. मैं जितना भी काम कर रहा था, मैं दिन में 20 घंटे काम करता था. I have worked really hard, and I used to work 20 hours a day. When I used to come back from the studio, I used to be on YouTube learning stuff. But my thing was, जो भी project, पैसे बहुत खराब थे start में तो. But I had my parents were there to support me and put food on the plate, and I had a place to live. So I had the luxury of choosing knowledge over everything.
Great. And
I just really tried to learn. मतलब जो भी प्रोजेक्ट मैंने किया, जो भी पैसे मिलते थे, लिटरली मतलब ना के बराबर ही समझो. बट मेरा ये चीज था कि मुझे इसमें से 2-3 चीजें सीखने हैं बस. That was how I started, and I worked tirelessly. And then obviously now things are very different than what it used to be. But the demotivation comes, but it also comes with the knowledge of I have a long way to learn. मुझे बहुत सीखना है, बहुत करना है.
Amazing.
तो वो
Yeah.
start में रहता ही है, you have to be strong and be like, कि time लगेगा लेकिन आएगा time, everything takes time and takes a lot of hard work, but
Yeah.
it will happen. It
Indeed.
will happen.
It is so justified. Just follow the positive path and you're done. That's it, right?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
have those
Just
positive vibe all through.
consider of us.
So,
Yeah,
which was the
yeah.
first instrument you started off with? Or is it
Keyboard.
just keyboard?
Yeah,
Acha.
yeah.
How about singing? How did you start off with that?
Honestly, there has been no starting off with singing. I have never trained
Oh,
my voice. I have never learned how to sing professionally,
okay.
and I don't even honestly think it's like something that I'm a master at all. It's basically just that I like to express. I just try to use my voice to express the way I can. But singing is just something I naturally did along with the keyboard, and I used to play, I used to sing something, and I just enjoyed it. There was no it wasn't in the back of my mind that I'm actually singing or that I should be focusing on my singing. Aisa kuch tha nahi, just something I used to always do.
You've done it really well, man. You've done it really well. So you have to tell me, how's your collab with Warner Music India? पहला impression जो होता है, बहुत बढ़िया impression होता है, और आपका impression शुरू हो चुका है with Warner Music India. So you have to tell me all about that, man.
Warner Music is an absolute joy to work with. Putting the artists in front and giving me all the creative freedom. Not a single thing to be changed in the music, not a single thing to be changed in the video. They were constantly like, as long as your image is coming to life, हमें कुछ problem नहीं है. So very sweet team, very sweet people. Jay Mehta, the MD, absolute genius. I mean, I am like honestly blessed that they decided to support me on my first release, and I hope for like many more. Superb team, man. Like superb. I mean, they are already huge, and I think they're just gonna be like something else in the coming years.
No doubt, if they're going to encourage talents like you, they are going to be that, undoubtedly. So yeah, Himanshu, you were telling you were one of the key persons, starting off with that indie rock band.
Yeah.
Indie rock band जो आपने शुरू किया. So you have to tell me how the formation happened and like where are your teammates now? What are they doing?
Oh, that's really interesting. So I think about 6 years back in 2015, Raj Patra, who is the lead vocalist and songwriter in the band, he met me through a friend and he wanted to get a song like produced. Basically, he came to me as like a potential client. तो उसने बोला गाना produce करवाना है और मैंने एक scratch बना के भेजा उसको. And he said, यार बहुत सही लग रहा है यार, मेरे पास तो मतलब डायरी पड़ी है, पूरी गाने लिख के मैंने बहुत पढ़े हुए हैं. Should we collaborate? उसका और मेरा style बहुत अलग है. He had a very folkish melody style, very deep lyrics, and I had like a very different kind of production aesthetic. But साथ में something very interesting was happening. So I said, okay, let's do it. And we started this collaboration. We said, let's make it a YouTube channel. That's what we thought. तभी पता नहीं था digital streaming platforms. We didn't know any of this.
Okay.
And we called ourselves the Yellow Diary. And then basically I actually, from previous walks of life, I felt like the right musicians who I wanted to collaborate with. I called them. So that time Vaibhav Pani was working in an IT consultant job. उसको meeting के बीच में मैंने phone किया कि यार ये band हम लोग बना रहे हैं. Would you be interested? He said चलो, I'm down. तो he came और हम लोग ने हमारा पहला गाना मर्ज तभी release किया YouTube पे.
Okay.
And another old friend of mine, the drummer, who is Sahil Shah. We were friends for more than 10 years. He had heard Mars and he really loved it. I said, would you be interested in joining this band? So he said, for sure. And he also knew the right bass guitarist who was playing with him in another band.
Great, man.
So that's how we got him. Pacho Mile, and then we decided to start playing live. And then we were like, okay, this is more than a YouTube channel. It's a band, and we should do all these things. And
indeed,
it's been history. And we got signed to Sony Music, and it's been great since then.
Any memorable concerts or any memorable shows which you would want to share with us?
Oh my God. So many. I mean,
plenty.
So many. Yeah. I don't even know which one to pick. Like there have been times where my keyboard has been not loaded on the flight. We are playing a show which is a 5-hour drive from the airport or something. और मेरा कीबोर्ड ही नहीं आया है, and we are waiting at that other airport 6 hours. फिर वो आया तो सीधा जाके शो बजाया without sound check on the keyboard. Like the band is sound check, we've gone plugged in, done a line test on in-ears and been like, let's start. And it's amazing the amount of experiences having band members fall on stage when the stage is dewy, and it's crazy. There are too many experiences, honestly.
That makes you ever ready in all the walks of life, undoubtedly, right?
Absolutely. Nothing is unexpected in the live event scenario.
So everything starts off with a beautiful collab. Like, you started off with yours. That's called Indie Rock. Yellow येलो डायरी आप लोग बुलाते हो और आपने पहना भी है येलो आज.
Coincidence.
And yellow indicates friendship as well. And you have shown friendship in your first song.
Oh wow, I didn't think of
And
that.
today here we are being good friends again. You have any role model when it comes to singing? You follow someone or something like that?
Honestly, love the way Arijit sings. I've had the chance of to also work with him a few
Beautiful.
times, and yeah, because I used to, at a point, I used to work under Lalit Pandit from the Jatin Lalit duo.
Oh, great,
And
man. Great.
while yeah, and Lalit Pandit actually has the most phenomenal ear of how to track a singer, because
That's
वो इतने बारीकी से सिंगिंग समझते हैं, उनका जो म्यूजिकल घराना से पूरा ये है
अच्छा.
lineage,
हाँ, हाँ, हाँ.
that the way I saw him recording singers, I was just spellbound, you know. And then I also had the luxury of working under Vijay Dayal at YRF, who's another genius at recording singers. I got to learn a lot from these people, and also when I did record Arijit also once, and I think I really looked up to the way he kind of put things together and the way he sings and his texture, his versatility. But there are so many beautiful singers out there, man. I think everyone's an inspiration.
Every singers are beautiful. Like one of us, we have right in front of us none other than Himonshu Parikh. Himonshu, looking forward for a very big success for you, man. Seriously, you have got all the
Thank you.
potential, no doubt. The main thing is like Katputli Ke Dhaage. ये गाना जो मतलब आप लोगों ने बनाया, you guys, lyrics के बारे में मैं पूछना चाहता था. You've been a script writer also. You're a multi-talented personality, man. I have to tell you.
The
So yeah,
lyrics actually,
making.
to be honest,
हाँ.
मेरे लिए सबसे difficult lyrics है, honestly.
अच्छा.
Um, because also for me, writing in Hindi is a big challenge.
Okay.
My band, Rajan writes all the lyrics. He's the songwriter of the band. My main focus is always phonetics, like the sound of the word and the meaning. And I like to be simple because I understand simple. You know, मैं कुछ बहुत complicated हिंदी शायद मैं नहीं समझूंगा. मेरे बैंड के खुद के गाने very often I ask Rajan to explain कि इसका exact meaning क्या है, and then I decode it and get कि इसका अच्छा ये emotion है. So for me, मैंने lyrics भी पहले, you know, I kind of the chorus came to me initially because I was thinking about, like, you know, Katputli Ke Dhaage and the ocean and the stars. But it made like honestly slow process. I had to think a lot, you know, find out. Rajan helped me a lot on the lyrics. मैंने उसको बोला कि यार मेरा ये thought है, उसको मैं how do I put it exactly, get it the right sounding way. So yeah, it was a new experience for me. I always write lyrics in English actually. So this is the first time I've written a song in Hindi.
Great.
So it was a new experience for me as well. Yeah.
They say beautiful
Completely
things
new
take a lot of time. जैसे कि अभी सुनामी हो, it's not beautiful although, but जब पानी rush करना चाहता है ना, तो it just takes some time behind. तो उसके बाद पानी आ जाता है. ऐसे ही talent भी वैसा ही चीज है जैसे आपने बताया अभी. So beautiful, yeah, nice to hear that. And you just told about the music. You were talking to your friend and just came out. आपने करके भी दिखाया, काफी अच्छा था वो. And you have to tell me rest of about rest of your team यार. जैसे कि there is a lot of things when it comes to music यार. You know, mastering होगा या programming होगा, वो सब चीज सिर्फ आप ही करते हो या like you have a team for that?
So I am primarily a music producer actually. My music producer, music production is my daily go-to. That's what I do, and I have been doing for a while. I have produced for a bunch of Bollywood stuff, and also recent, like the Veeradi wedding title track I had produced. You know, so ये सब चीजें मैंने किए हुए, and then yeah, I recently also in the Tadap film, Tere Seva Jug, there's a cafe edit with Preetham sir. I produced that as well. And for a bunch of indie artists, etc. So my songs, I produce them myself. But mixing and mastering, I like to keep someone else because it's good to have some distance and some objectivity. तो मैं पूरे दिन रूम में बैठूंगा जब मिक्स हो रहा है, but मैं खुद मिक्स नहीं करता हूँ. I have Abhishek Gautam has mixed the song. Abhishek Gautam has mixed this song, and the glorious Shadab Raeen has mastered this song. Yeah, Shadab sir तो मतलब उन्होंने, you know him, you know how talented and how skilled he is. उनके ears कुछ अलग ही level पे function होते हैं, तो he has mastered this song beautifully.
Amazing,
so yeah, and also the Aro Velankar at Jamid was very instrumental in recording my voice beautifully at the studio. So, yeah.
जैसे कि अभी आपने थोड़ी देर पहले कहा you want to keep things simple when it comes to lyrics. तो अभी जो आपने गाना बनाया है, it's like very simple for people to understand. Not just the north side, also the south side, all the parts of India. People would like to hear it and वो समझ भी जाएंगे उसका जो साहित्य है या जो lyrics है. So
Right.
absolutely beautifully done, yeah, no doubt about it.
Thank you. Thank you.
तो
Thank
अभी
you.
आप मुझे बताना आपके future plans क्या है? Have you lined up with couple of good products or like how's it?
So I am currently working on more music by myself, along with the Yellow Diary and a bunch of other projects. A lot of stuff is happening. Actually, 2022 is going to be a big year. But as a solo artist as well, I'm going to be releasing songs very soon. They already काम चल रहा है उस पे. मैं स्टूडियो में बैठे रहता हूँ. तो काम चल रहा है उस पे, and hopefully you all will hear them soon.
So yeah, 2021 has been punishing to a lot of people, although some people utilized it the right way. आप बताओ आपके लिए कैसे था 2021?
2021 for me, there was a really bad phase when the second wave hit, and it was very emotions. I mean, it was, I don't want to even get talking about that, but otherwise musically for me the last 2 years as an individual has been very introspective. मतलब बहुत टाइम मिला है कि खुद के साथ बैठ के सोचूं कि मैं कौन हूँ, and what are the things I like, what are the things I don't like, what do I want to do. And and touch wood, for me, fortunately, I've made a bit of my house the studio, so I have my instruments with me all the time.
Very
So
nice.
it gives me a lot of time to sit with my keyboard, write music, create stuff, and just learn about me, spend a lot of time with my parents. I think I really appreciated that कि हम लोग we got to spend a lot of time together in such a hard time in the world. So honestly, it's very unfortunate, but I'm just grateful that we've made it so far safe. My parents are safe, touch wood. And my wife is safe, and we've all been in this together, so I really can't complain, honestly.
Great, man, great. So it was really educating to us, a lot of things were educating. What would you like to, say to all the young musicians who are looking at you right now, to all the young musicians, what have you got to say?
The one thing I have to say to all the young musicians is just believe in yourself and don't stop working on your craft. You have to focus on the music, because honestly, this is a real life experience. A lot of people would ask me on Instagram and otherwise that, oh, how did you guys sign with Sony, and how do I go about signing a record label deal? But I've always maintained that आप म्यूजिक पे काम करो पहले. Make your product unique, make your product originally you, and make it the best you can. Labels and record deals, everything will come subsequent to that. Don't make your music thinking about usko place kahan karunga main. So I think my biggest advice would be yourself, stay more, keep doing it, keep making music.
Yeah, Himanshu, two things what you said, it's really like striking my mind, and I'm sure like all the listeners, उनको भी यही हो रहा होगा. जैसे कि आपने कहा, नॉलेज इज द किंग. लोग आजकल किंग बनने की रेस में बहुत व्यस्त रहते हैं. वहां पे वो लोग भूल जाते हैं कि नॉलेज इज द रियल किंग. एक चीज तो आपने बहुत अच्छी तरह से समझाया, और उसके साथ एक और चीज आपने अभी जस्ट कहा, बहुत बढ़िया कहा आपने. लाइक व्हाटएवर वी डू, you just told a thing. I mean, it relates so much to everybody's life. It relates to everybody's life. इंसान एक ऐसा चीज है, I mean, he wants to know about everything. He wants an answer for all the question marks wherein he forgets who he is. वो कौन है, वो खुद जानना भूल जाता है. So these were the two beautiful things which you told, and it relates to everybody's mind and life as well. So Himanshu, I think I'll not take much of your time, and it was a beautiful session with you, brother. And it's an honor for me to share some time with you, brother.
Likewise.
And from Team Radio City, we wish you all the very best for all your future ventures, and we are hoping for some good masterpiece from your end as well.
Thank you. It was absolutely my pleasure being here. I had a great time.
Radio City.